the winds of health and wellness, nurturing care and serenity. What has excluded it for my people? If I am such that I don't look after what is ours, made lonely by our wants, whereby did I search everywhere for its remedy? Whereby did I search everywhere for its remedy?
Like all stories that you tell, the question is, what is the story to be told now? The planet is forcibly re-entangling us. It was always entangled, but we lived with the delusion of our separation. We lived with the delusion of the distance.
Extractive systems that we're working in are literally stripping Mother Earth bare.
We are not going to be able to do anything and build anything sustainable and long-lasting if we don't focus on building a cross-class, cross-gender, multiracial, like non-disabled, disabled, like coalition, like a container for our organizing.
In this moment, as a movement, do we have space for generative conflict? I don't have to get along with you to actually be in relationship with you. Do we have capacity for collaboration? I actually can come alongside you in what's important to you and collectively say, like, this is our commitment. Do I have the power? Do we have the collective capacity to resist? Right? There's gonna take resistance. Can we take risk together? Can we fail together?
This is where we kind of restore and regrow our sense of kind of connection and belonging and safety and regrow that sense of possibility again.
Really knowing that healing has to be at the forefront of the work. We need to be able to resource that for ourselves and our community. And if we haven't gone through that process of healing, we're not going to be able to offer space. Like, we have to often check ourselves and saying, what are we doing? We're not practicing what we're saying we're trying to provide for our community.
Being able to resource those healing spaces, that we can also then take those tools and take that also back to our communities while we do the broader work of systemic change and policy change. There's something about us remaining healthy that I think is important to hold on to. It feels like after 20 years there's this window of opportunity that is there, but also as look at the next 4 years as we need to shift things. We need to be in alignment, we need to be ready, body, mind, spirit, love, collectively.
What we need to do is shift the responsibility away from the individual home and the people who live in those homes who haven't necessarily had a hand in making the decisions about the conditions of those.
We're thinking of ourselves as good ancestors. We know that we haven't got a lot of time left or energy to do this, so we've got to think about how do we step away with grace and say to the next generation coming through, it's your turn now, this is for you. So we're laying foundations, thinking intergenerationally, thinking about sustainability, while being person-centred and nurturing and caring for the people that are working with us right now, but thinking all the time about what's going to come next.
Only viable pathway I see in front of us is a reimagination of what it means to be human, reimagination of actually the machines we make, a reimagination of our relationship with land and place and soil, and a reimagination fundamentally of our material world in fundamental terms. And only by rebuilding those relationships can we build a harmonious relationship with the planet in a meaningful way. At the same time, I think we face a fork between mutually assured destruction and mutually assured thriving.
We have multiple languages, right? There's like mother tongue, there's body language, there's like the arts, visual languages, creative languages, technological languages, theory, activism. It requires all of these different ways of talking, whether that's through simplified language. The complexity of all of these issues requires an entanglement of all of these various languages.
We know that the challenges we face are complex. Climate breakdown, biodiversity loss, social inequality, they're not separate issues. They're tangled, rooted in systems that extract, divide and diminish. So our responses must be just as interconnected. They must be grounded in justice, rooted in place, and guided by the lived knowledge of communities.
You're being authentic to yourself is the most powerful form of resonance that can have a powerful effect around the world.
Our shape deeply spells our relationship to the world and the quality of whatever we are building. And the arc of transformation that we talk about is about changing and allowing more us to transform that shape to be there.
As a rad resistance to the developers' rhetoric, we're fighting for a more just and equitable way of life for the communities and for our human and non-human neighbors.
I keep seeing us in the wounding. Can we become this like scar tissue that is a bridge that weaves, protects, and heals? Then I also see that as returning us to our native function, which is creative. We are not designed to fight or defend or be armored. We are designed primarily to be creative.
Learn to listen to the ones who have been most oppressed, because those are the ones that really have solutions to change this shit around. So let's keep organizing, let's keep infiltrating, let's keep dismantling, and most importantly, let's keep building.
Get these ideas up and running in places that are just ready to start, no matter how small scale, no matter that they're not in the political center, they're local communities, local councils, community groups. We're just going to start. And that's what drives me every day. People knowing that they can't do the whole because the bigger system of national, regional, global regulation, financial capital is going to oppress that effort, and yet still people start.
When is it a time to dismantle, to fight, to tear down, and when is it a time to build, right? Because there's a time for both, and they're very different energies. And it's not something you do from your head alone. It's not something you do from your body alone. It's something that happens from both places. And how do you know, how do you discern when is it the time? And are you in that spirit?
Over 250 people, 4 days, a few pets, some children, a daughter to come, sunshine and rain, thousands of smiles, thousands of tears, thousands of hugs, and thousands of handshakes. About 1 million conversations, about 1 million of ideas to be enacted wherever they go. And 1 million ideas over 1 million times means 1 billion more reasons to live, as though at any moment that we can die. And what is the legacy that we will leave behind? And I've understood in my short lifetime that to change the world, it takes 1 million tries. And if all we have is ideas and actions, then I pray each of you succeed over 1 million times.